Hello and welcome to Colred Plays Raid Shadow Legends. I am Colred. Thank you for joining me. So I am back. It is Monday and this is your no-fail weekly plan. So in today's video, I'm going to remind you about all of the timers that are going on in game that you have to pay attention to. I'm also going to take a look at the events and tournaments, talk about any special activities you have to be aware of to get the most out of your week in Raid this week. I hope you're ready for it. Let's get started. So yes, I am back. Of course, I have wonderful news. My wife and I had our baby boy. He is home with us now. We are extremely happy and extremely tired. So yeah, I will not be sharing a ton of details about that other than to say mom and baby are healthy. We're very happy. And yeah, we're going to have to come up with a name for him for the channel because we're not going to be sharing his name, but it'll be fun to figure out a name. And no, I'm not naming him Geomancer. It's not happening. So you can just let that one go. But anyway, thanks so much for all of the support and well wishes. I've passed them along to my wife. We're both very thankful. It's been an absolutely amazing experience. And I'm going to give you one piece of advice today. Based on what I've learned over the last week, call your mother. You don't need a reason. Just call her. Okay, so let's get started with our weekly plan. Now, as we usually do, we start with our timers. We're going to go over here to the clan icon. Remember that the clan quests are ending today in just over 11 hours. So you may have a few hours left to get some of these in. If you've forgotten to take your quests, like obviously I haven't taken my quests because I've been gone all week. But if you haven't done your quests, go ahead. I usually try to, scan what's left and go for the easiest ones because getting some XP for your clan, getting some gold for the shop, that's better than getting nothing. So don't be overly ambitious here. Just go ahead and pick up anything that you think you can complete easily enough today. Or if you were lucky enough or smart enough to pick up your quests early in the week, make sure that you complete them so you don't miss out. Again, this does reset, so be aware of the rules of your clan for picking up new clan quests at the beginning of the reset. Don't forget about the clan shop here. Again, this resets at the exact same time, so if you need to pick up any champion fragments or any materials here, go ahead and do so today. Now, we have had our arena reset. Unfortunately for me, I got demoted in everything, but go ahead and change your defenses if you like to have a different defense at the beginning of the week. Make sure to set your alarm or timer or calendar so you know when to change your defenses back, whether you're going from a full defense down to a one-man defense today and back or the other way around. It doesn't really matter. It's your strategy. I highly recommend, at least in Classic Arena, at some point for half the week, have a one-man defense in there. It really helps everybody out. And if you are active in Arena, you won't be demoted. You simply won't. Offense trumps defense when it comes to Classic Arena. So, go ahead and put in some friendly defenses for your fellow players. We can all farm our Great Hall together. Now, Doom Tower did just reset. You can see 3 weeks and 6 days left on this rotation. So I believe we're in day 2 or day 3. I don't even know because my sense of time is completely out of whack. But keep pushing your Doom Tower floors every day. Remember that if you get stuck in your hard Doom Tower progression, you can always drop down and do normal Doom Tower progression. That's usually what I do is I prioritize hard. But if for some reason I run out of time in my day and I just need to get the quests done and I need to burn my keys, I usually drop down to normal because those are a lot faster to clear those floors and those bosses. And that means that when I have more time to actively play, I play the hard version of Doom Tower because it does take longer and you have to switch teams more and stuff like that. But regardless of what your approach is, make sure that you are doing your Doom Tower floors. We've got a great rotation this time for farming, so you're going to go ahead and get some good materials. By the way, you can farm this first guy, right? Griffin is actually great. He gives the feathers, which you can use in the forge to get the Guardian set. And the Guardian set is an absolutely fantastic set. Whether you are early game, mid game, or late game, it doesn't matter. This is one to farm. Even 5-star pieces of Guardian set can be really good. Even a 4-star piece every once in a while can just fill in a set. So don't think that you can't farm Griffin if you're in normal Doom Tower. Even if you're a normal Doom Tower, go ahead and get some feathers. Try to get some 4 or 5-star pieces. Work your way up to those 6-star pieces. Even 1 or 2 sets on your account can be really good. And by the way, if you pick up trash pieces, don't necessarily sell them. Even a trash Guardian set can be useful in faction crypts, so consider that. You can throw it onto a level 40 champion or maybe a level 50 reviver or something. add a little bit of extra tankiness to the team, put a shield set on somebody else. The two work really well in conjunction. So this is a valuable set in a lot of places. You can see we're just about halfway through the Cursed City. I've missed a ton of keys, but go ahead and get your 8 keys done. I really, really highly recommend that this is one of the first things you do after the server reset. So whatever time of day your server resets, try to get into the Cursed City early in the day. There are a couple of reasons to do that. I know like sort of the conventional wisdom is to say do it late in the day because then you'll have had time to get resources, materials, level up champions, and you're more likely to have the resources necessary to get past the hard nodes and stuff like that. But what I generally find is that if I do this early on, I can identify which hard nodes I'm going to hit. And that allows me to decide if I want to invest more resources during that day to try to get past that hard node, or if I just say, you know what, I'm going to drop down to, normal, or I'm going to go through a different path or focus on something else. Because you need time. You need time to figure out if you can, in fact, rebuild a champion or level up somebody new to, break through a specific location in the Cur City. So try to get these keys done early in the day. Again, we're about halfway through here. So, hopefully you're making progress, but don't be afraid to drop down to normal mode and just get your resources. There are a ton of resources there. You can still get the armor sets in normal. You can still clear Amius in normal. So if you are stuck on hard, don't be overly stubborn about it when you don't have time. Like leave it for the weekends or leave it for the time when you have like free regears and stuff like that to try to make your push in Centranos. At least that's my advice. This is a CVC week. And in fact, this CVC is also personal rewards. Now this is in conjunction with the Adeline Chase, right? So we have, or Adeline, I like Adeline. I know it's spelled differently, but who cares? So the Adeline Chase here, we will be getting her in just 2 days time. So, we're basically 2 resets away, right? Which is not very far. It's like 30 hours or something. So this is going to happen during the CVC. Now, most people will be getting Adeline at the same time. And so you may be thinking it's not going to help you win your CVC, but those points will count towards your personal rewards. Like that's 30,000 points you basically get for free. So I wouldn't hold off on this. I would just go ahead and get your Adeline unless you're not going to be able to enter phase 2 right away. If for some reason, you only get 21 days here for phase 2. If for some reason like you're going to miss the first 3 days or whatever, then maybe don't get her right away. Just hold off. And you can go ahead and grab her when you're ready to get into phase 2. I don't expect phase 2 to be overly difficult, but we don't know yet. We'll get the information when we hit that point. I don't think I missed any login days, but I may have missed a login day. So if you're a day ahead of me, go ahead and let me know in the comments below that I missed a day. Now we do have a couple of special events going on right now. We have the Mighty Soul Summon Pool event. You can read more about it here in your news page, but it strikes me like it's like a Prism Shard event. That's basically what it feels like, but it's just for souls instead. So we're going to have an opportunity to get these Prism Jewels and to get souls out of that. So I don't mind that they've added this. Any extra ways to get souls, especially as a free-to-play player, is good. So go ahead and check out the details here. Contemplate your best approach to this event. I haven't really had the time to dig in deeply, so let me know if I'm missing anything. Is there an overlapping event? I don't think there is. I think this is literally just a one-off. It's a free soul, so go ahead and get it. Don't forget to vote for Vaultkeeper Wixwell's passive as well. This is the last skill that we get to vote for. And then we have the May Fusion starting May 9th. So we actually do have some time before that happens. That's good because we still got the Titan event going on and all the other things that are going on. So be aware of that. Now, I do want to shout out a specific timer for a tournament that's going on right now, which is there's a Dragon, I think it's Turn Attack tournament going on right now with a 3 times chance of dropping speed. And I think, is that it? I thought there's going to be one for Retaliation tomorrow, I guess, from Ice Golems tomorrow. So just be aware that this timer is only 19 hours or so from now. And obviously speed sets are incredibly valuable sets. So you have the tournament, you have the 3 times event going on here. And if we go to the main page, you can see in the tournaments, there are no events going on right now. Actually, the events are all done. We do have that Turn Attack tournament, which not only grants you points towards the Lady Mikage Soul, but you can get a shard, you can get a book. Maybe you want to go and actually chase this one down and try to get some Relentless gear. depending on what your bracket looks like. Speaking of the Titan event, remember that you do have this Community Weeks view. You can come here to this page. It's not super helpful, but it does let you know what events are currently on and what events are going to start at a glance, rather than having to flip through each individual page. But I tend to prefer to use this page anyway. So if we look at the Community Weeks Titan event, you can see I haven't done much progress here. But, plan your approach here. How many stars do you want to get for your Lady Mikage soul? Maybe there's some other rewards that are out there that are interesting to you. Maybe it's the Void Shard. Maybe it's a legendary tome that you want to go for. There are other rewards just beside the souls. So think about how many points that you need, how many points are remaining. Of course, check the event schedule. And remember that every single banner here that has the Titan event, the little pink Titan event, title there, that awards points. Anything that doesn't have that doesn't award points. So for instance, you go back to the tournaments. We have this Tag Arena tournament. You can see it doesn't have the Titan event banner there, so it's not going to award Titan event points. Doesn't mean it's not worth doing. It's a Tag Arena tournament. You can do that in conjunction with everything else. But just be aware, where you're getting your points from. Here is our Plarium Play calendar. Now, there's a lot on this calendar right now. You can see we are on Monday, the 22nd. Obviously, we have the Adeline Chase that is going on for a long time. Raid Community Weeks is going on for a long time. But if you go forward, you'll see that we only have basically an update until Monday, the 29th. So we know this week's events. We don't really know what's going to happen next week. But obviously, the Community Weeks Titan event continues for a while. So there will be more stuff to come. So watch this space. Right? This is where you get those updates. Also watch the in-game pages. Obviously, you can find the timers there. The timers there are better than on the calendar. I don't know why they split up all the information, but it's still better than what we used to have, which was nothing. So yeah, check this out. Remember that you can see the rewards on this page. So any place where you see web points as a reward, that is going to contribute towards the Lady Mikage souls that you may be chasing. And then obviously you can see where they have other rewards. So like this Tag Arena tournament is not part of that. Again, this can help you plan moving forward what's happening. It's kind of like a fusion calendar, right? You kind of look at it the same way. Look at the Titan event, look at the points you need, look at the events you want to complete, check out your resources, feel your way through it. So we've done this several times now. Keep coming back to this calendar. This calendar is a good place to check. Also, check the comments of this video because a lot of people will leave really good and insightful comments about stuff on the calendar or stuff in game. So after you've watched it, come back tomorrow and check it again. And I guarantee you there's going to be more information because as much as I'd like to, I never get to cover 100% of the information that you need, right? I try really hard, but there are always little things that for whatever reason, time constraints or just, I don't know. There are things that I can't cover. So come back, check the comments. And also, if you have something, if you have information, leave them in the comments so you can share them with your fellow players. Okay, so that is about it for this week. Again, in the comments below, let me know if I've missed anything. I will pin any important comments at the top so that other viewers can make sure to get that information. Also, it's just good to share, right? Consider joining our Discord community. That's another great place to share. And hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well, if you want. All right, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for all the well wishes as well. It has been an absolutely wild ride. And don't forget, call your mother. She's been through a lot. Okay, thanks guys. I will see you in another video soon.